Hello everybody, what's up and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing well. One day till the Europa League final, and today we're definitely going to be talking about basically how Manchester United have gotten, not like in detail, but just an overview of the road of what we have taken. But before we get into that video, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe, please share this video, and you know help the community grow. It's much appreciated. But anyway, I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Let's go. So in today's video, I just want to have a bit of a chat about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United, and like a general overview, and basically with the final being tomorrow, I just want to have a talk about Ole and just life after Sir Alex Ferguson. And the last 4 games of the season hasn't been that great. If I'm going to put it down to something, it's going to maybe be, the first reason could be that City has won the league, and Manchester United, they secured second a couple of weeks ago. The other thing is that the team has had to change quite a bit, which Ole hasn't been doing all season, and for that reason, well, the reason for that was because of all the games that they had to play. They were playing games every second to third day, which is crazy, playing like games 3 days a week. So yeah, if you're looking at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer over his managerial career at Manchester United, in his first season he finished third. Well, it was in his first full season. In his first full season he finished third, and this is his second full season, he finished second. There's definitely progression there. I mean, this season he's got 8 more points in last season, and there's definitely been progression there. And Manchester United this season as well, they've also never lost a game away from home, and they are only the second team to ever achieve that, Arsenal being the other team. I think Arsenal have achieved it twice in the club's history, but this was the first time Manchester United has ever achieved that. Obviously our home form hasn't been that good. Next season, if we can keep up this away form and just improve on our home form, we'll definitely be closer to City, and next season we're gonna need to be on top of our game, because Liverpool's probably gonna step up and Chelsea's gonna be further up the table in the mix. If you're looking at Ole, obviously he's playing he's playing in the final, or Manchester United's playing in the final under Ole tomorrow. It hasn't been great. The cup competitions under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't been great. He's lost 4 semi-finals. The first one was against City in the League Cup, losing 2-0. The second one was in the Europa League against Sevilla. The third one was against Frank's Chelsea, and they lost 3-1, and that was the FA Cup. And the last semi-final that was lost by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was Manchester City 3-1 in the League Cup. So if you're looking at Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is definitely still learning. And I want to have a bit of a more chat about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But before I get into that, I just want to remind everyone out there, because obviously Ole is a huge debate, and both sides has good pointers. But I just want to have a chat about what life was pre Ole's era. If you remember David Moyes, if anybody remembers David Moyes, football under David Moyes was horrible. He finished 7th. The dressing room wasn't happy with him, and the team had no identity. This week they'll play one style of football, next week they'll play another style of football. Following week they'll play brilliantly, and then after that they'll play totally different style, and just it won't work. Louis van Gaal, he played a position-based, very static position-based football, and it was quite boring. And I think, given some time, Louis van Gaal would have come good, but I'm not sure how much time he would have needed. He finished fifth in his last season and he won the FA Cup, but everybody was just excited for Jose Mourinho to come in because we thought Jose's going to win us the league. Um, Jose, in his first full season, he won us the Europa League and the League Cup, and in the next season he finished second. So having said that, yeah, Jose won the League Cup and Oli hasn't. But if you're looking at it, Oli's he's had a hard road, but he's on the verge of finishing second and hopefully winning the Europa League in one season. Something that no other Manchester United after Sir Alex Ferguson has done, finishing high up on the table and winning the trophy, and Ollie's on the verge of that. So, if you ask me, he's been the best manager that Manchester United has had up till this point. I know he's had a tough time with trophies, but so much stuff has been better under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The players, under Jose, we were always saying we want players to play for the badge, we want players to play for the badge. It was something that the fans was crying out for, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has turned the team around, and whether the players is playing for the badge or playing for him or playing for the team, everybody's pulling their weight. If they pick, they pulling their weight. Even McFred, I mean, they're not the best central pivot, but they're playing for the team, they're playing for the badge, and at the end of the day, that is the bare minimum that we can ask from the players. I mean, if you look at players like Luke Shaw, Paul Pogba, they are playing the best football that they have played for Manchester United. Oli has done that. His signings have been questionable, but his signings have been very good. I mean, he has brought in Bruno Fernandes, which people are comparing to Eric Cantona with the impact that he's having on the team. He has brought in Maguire. There was debate about whether Maguire was better than what we had. There was debate on whether Maguire was better than Chris Smalling, but I think now that we're at the end of the season, I think we can definitely say that Maguire is better. What else has Oli done? Oli has just made some good signings. Obviously, he signed Dan James. Dan James has been a decent signing. I think when we signed Dan James, I think Ollie's vision at that time for the team was different. But if you even look at the evolution of the team this season, just go look at the beginning of the season. And last season, Manchester United was a counter-attacking team, and we struggled against the small teams with the low block. And Ollie has revolutionized the team, and he's moved Pogba out to the left to play alongside Bruno. And obviously, we would all like Pogba to play in his position, which is in the pivot, but there is no CDM, so he puts McFred there to get that defensive work done, and then he's moved Pogba further up the field, and it's been great for the team, and hopefully this transfer window he can get what he wants, so that we can judge him properly, because I don't think it's fair to judge Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as things stand. If he doesn't win the Europa League, which I really hope does not happen, but if he does not win the Europa League, Manchester United is not going to sack him. He's finished 8 points better than he has last season, and there has been progression. And I just think the structures in the club have changed, and we'd like to think that that is down to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because if you look at the previous managers, especially Jose Mourinho, he was only worried about the now, but that's what you get when you hire Jose Mourinho, where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has his hands in everything. Um, and he's just got the best out of the players. And if you look at Luke Shaw, just look at Luke Shaw. He's the best left back in the league at the moment. There's nobody for him, and I understand rival fans might argue it, but there's nobody for Luke Shaw at the moment. Pogba is playing brilliant football. Fernandes is being compared to the best sentiment that the league has seen in very long, in Kevin De Bruyne. You've seen improvement in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. In the beginning of the season, he was very pragmatic. He didn't really get up the field, but if you look now, he's actually competing with Luke Shaw in terms of assists. And there was a couple of stats where I think Wan-Bissaka actually has more chances created, which is crazy, because Luke Shaw on the other side is doing wonders. And I just hope that the board can back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer next season. Let's push on. I don't think we're going to win the league, but I do think Liverpool and Chelsea, they're going to be stronger contenders, and I really think all he needs is backing. And if he does get his backing, I think second place is doable again. I don't think we're going to compete. We're not going to win the league. I don't think we'll win the league next season, but I think we'll be much closer to City or Liverpool, whoever's up there, or Chelsea. So yeah. Just one more thing I wanted to speak about. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't win the league, I said this previously in the video, but if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't win the league, he's not going to get the sacking from the club. My reason for this is, if you look at how the club is operated, every single manager that has gotten sacked is when it's been numerically impossible for them to finish in the Champions League spots. And Ollie's obviously already secured that, because that is money, and that is how the Glazers operate. They want their money. And if he doesn't win it, I do think there's going to be a lot of friction between the fans and the club, and he might get sacked. But the club, I also think it's going to be a 50-50. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really needs to grab this opportunity. He really needs to go. Manchester United is definitely the favourites. There's no doubt about it. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just needs to go, and he needs to get the job done. And I'm sure the players also know that, because the most difficult thing is winning that first trophy. And as soon as he wins that first trophy and the players win that first trophy, it's going to be a lot easier from there. He's going to have that first know-how, and he won't be labelled as a choke. And the players won't be labelled as that either, because I'm sure that it's definitely playing on their minds. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about the road to the final, which is basically, I know we've won the Europa League, but I'm talking about the road to this final and how we've come basically since Sir Alex Ferguson. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I stream on a Monday, a Thursday, and a Sunday morning. Don't forget to check out my 2 YouTube channels, Juno Gaming 90, and obviously this one, United by Juno. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And just thanks for all the support. It's much appreciated. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.